Hello, fragrance family, and welcome back. I am Simone, and thank you for joining me today. I know it has been a while, but folks, I have bought plenty of perfumes that I am here now to share with you. And first of all, I'd like to start with this new Come With Me series where I am going to be going out and going to these different places in Abu Dhabi and Dubai to purchase perfumes. And I'll be showing you some videos of some of the places that I went and letting you know what I bought. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first place that I went to go visit was in Dubai, and most of you may know, my fellow fragrance heads, is a store called YUSUF BHAI. Now YUSUF BHAI is very, very popular. It's known for being able to make perfect dupes of designer and niche fragrances. You can just give him something, even if it's something that's your baby's sweater, they can make the scent for you. They can make it in a perfume, and one of the things that they do for you there is actually give you a sample. It's actually a 10 ml sample for free. You give them the perfume. I took my perfume that I wanted them to see if they can duplicate for me. It was a very old bottle of Gucci #1. And it actually came out really good, but don't you know, I left it in the hotel, folks. Oh, I'm so mad. I left my dupe in the hotel in the bathroom, right on the counter of the sink. So upset. But anyway, I live here, so I can get another one, right? Well, while I was there, I was on the perfume side and the oil side. So there was a perfume, there was just the one area that was the perfume, and then there's the one store. You go out of the perfume store, you walk a couple of stores over, and then there was the oil side. And you know me, folks, I love perfume, but I really love oil because oil stays on the skin longer, it lasts longer, you can actually enhance your perfume if you also have the oil. So that's where I mostly concentrated my visit for YUSUF BHAI on. But I will say, the ones that I got today, I have already smelled the actual perfumes, and folks, these are spot on. I was so surprised. I mean, surprised in a very, very good way, right? Because that's what I had. He's known for making dupes or making any fragrance that will be almost, you can't detect the difference, right? So today, I'm so happy to share with you the three that I bought. The three that I bought are, let me show you first the packaging here. It's so cute. So this is the oil side of what the packaging looks like. And right here it has the YUSUF BHAI. Let me see, is that gonna, there you go. It has the name, the YUSUF BHAI name, and then they just put the label here of the perfume. So mine, the first one is Musk Al Shiokh, and this is a Hind Al Oud, which is an Emirati brand here. It's very niche, very known only to the UAE, made for Emirati sheikhs and sheikhas. These bottles, I believe, start at about $200 for the 50 ml or the 1.7 ounce. So I got Musk Al Shiokh, Hind Al Oud, and I got Louis Vuitton Imagination, which is really nice. And again, it's just the regular box that they put everything in, and they call it concentrated, I should have showed you the bottom, concentrated perfume oil. There you go. Get that in there for you. Concentrated perfume oil. And then the other one I got, the last one, is Penhaligon's Halfeti. Now, I really like Penhaligon's Halfeti, and I always wanted it in an oil, even though the actual perfume Halfeti is, I believe, 30 to 40% concentrated with perfume oil. This is the actual perfume oil that YUSUF BHAI makes for that, the dupe. So let's start with Louis Vuitton Imagination. Now folks, this one, let me show you how cute it looks. So you have a choice. You can have the dark bottles, which look like this, and they don't have the name of the perfume on them, okay? So they're only gonna put the name here for you to know the difference. So you just kind of have to make sure that once you're done with your bottle, you put it right back in the same container that it came in. So this one is the Imagination, and you can see how cute the bottle looks. It has the YUSUF BHAI name on it, and at the top there is the design. There's a Y for Yusuf. I hope that's coming in so you can see it. And then when you open it, the stick is already connected, so that's how the stick looks. And then you can just put it on your skin like that. Now this Louis Vuitton Imagination, this is a dupe oil of that perfume. And folks, now Imagination is more geared towards, it's more geared of a male scent, right? But I love it. I just love it. It's so strong. First of all, when they let me smell it there at the store, I was like, oh my goodness, you know, it's got this really strong. It's like a strong citrusy scent, but this one is very complex. So I'll give you the notes for the original Imagination. And those are Ambrox, black tea from China, Tunisian neroli, cedar, bergamot, ginger, and cinnamon. Now, that's a very, very complex blend of scents. So I would Imagination, right? I would imagine that this would be hard to make. But folks, this is spot on. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, this smells exactly like Imagination, right? So that's one of the oils that I got. And they have almost every designer fragrance that you can find. That's one of the things that I was very surprised. There's just like shelves and shelves of different oils. All you have to do is just tell the wonderful staff there what you want, and then they will let you know. Some of them know right off the top of their head if they have it or not. If they don't have it, then they go behind the counter and they start typing, and they tell you, yes ma'am, we have it, or no ma'am, we don't have that one, but we have this one. You want to smell that? So they have some of everything. I literally sat there. My main purpose was just to go for Gucci number 1, right? Because they don't make that anymore. But while I was there, I just started smelling different things, and then my mind just started twirling of all the other perfumes that I want, or oils that I want the perfume for, right? Or just like, I'm too cheap to buy the actual big bottle because, you know, we're all trying to sample first, right? Or get a smaller version first to save. And I was thinking to myself, well, let me see if they have some Louis Vuitton. So the Imagination was one of the ones that I got, and that smelled good. Now the prices are different depending on what you're getting. So Louis Vuitton Imagination, I think this one was, it might have been 60 dirhams. 60 dirhams is roughly $18. And this is, I think, I want to say this might be is this a 30 ml oil? It might be I feel like it's a 30 ml oil. If anybody knows down below, just comment down below the size. I feel like it's 30 ml oil. Pure oil. So, and it's very strong. These oils, I've been wearing them now for a week, and they do last about 5 to 6 hours on the skin. And this one right here, though, is very, very unique. If anyone has smelled Imagination, you'll know that the oil itself too will just like, ooh. See, I can't stop smelling it, folks. It's just so pretty. It's just something about that. I think it's the cedar. It's the cedar and the bergamot blend that's just really unique. It just smells amazing. Okay, so moving on. The next one is by Hind Al Oud, which is a Emirati brand. I think you can only find it here. I'm not sure if they've branched out yet to other countries. Anybody below, let me know in the comments, but all I've seen is it's here. There at YUSUF Bhai, they had 3 of the perfume oils from the Hind Al Oud. Now, Hind Al Oud has about 30 or 40, I believe they got at least have 3 dozen different perfumes. But this one I got is called Musk Al Shiokh. And I got this one in the white bottle. So this is the other choice. You can get the clear white bottle, which also says YUSUF Bhai. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get there. And then, of course, you have the white top, so all the tops are the same. And this one, the Musk Al Shiokh, when I asked him, I actually asked for the Tanoon. I wanted to smell Tanoon. Tanoon by Hind Al Oud is amazing. That's a men's fragrance. It's just dreamy and head turning, right? It's so strong and just beautiful. It's a strong, beautiful scent for men. They didn't have it. All they had was, they had the Aohas, which is very nice. And they had this Musk Al Shiokh, which I had never smelled before. I had smelled it once in the store, but never purchased. Oh my gosh, folks. This smells so nice, and I'm going to tell you a little secret here in a minute of what I do to just make it smell totally amazing. But the Musk Al Shiokh, this one has rose, patchouli, and deer musk. Now, I've never smelled deer musk. That might be what's in this that's making this smell so unique. There's nothing, I don't think I've ever smelled an oil like this before, but it is very unique. And having the YUSUF Bhai dupe of the fragrance, of the perfume fragrance, because Hind Al Oud, their perfume concentrations, I think, are about 25% oil. This one is really, really nice. Oh my goodness, I was so happy. Now, of course, this one was a different price. Each one was a different price, and I know the Hind Al Oud, I think this one was, I want to say, 100 dirhams. So 100 dirhams is $27. So as you can see, they're all still very, very affordable, right? But this one smelled really, really nice. So this was Hind Al Oud Musk Al Shiokh. Okay. And then the last one that I got there is Penhaligon's Halfeti. Now, I love Penhaligon. Oh my gosh, what are some of my favorites from Penhaligon? I know Halfeti is one of them. I like is it Extraordinary Claire? Something with Claire in the title. You guys tell me below. It smells so, so nice. And that's the ones with all the different bottles that have animal heads on the bottles. And it's like one of the oldest, it is, I believe, the oldest house in London. It used to be a barber shop turned into old classic style luxury scents, niche scents that are made for royalty. So this one, Halfeti, is very, very strong, and it's the rich woody floral fragrance. And folks, this is spot on. This smells exactly like Halfeti. Oh my goodness. When I smelled it, I was just like, okay, yeah, I gotta get it. It's strong. Halfeti goes with because this is like a woody, spicy floral oil. It can go with anything. I feel that would be citrus, like a citrus scent, something that's light. You can put that on top of this and it will just smell wonderful, wonderful all day. But this is Halfeti, and I got that in the dark little glass container. You have the dark or you have the clear that you can get. So I got this one, and I have to put it right back in its little same package or it'll get confusing. So the one thing I did want to say, if you do decide to go there, folks, try to get there before 4 p.m. because what we noticed was it's over in the perfume souk in Deira in Dubai, and it's very, very congested. I mean, it was so congested that the taxi just dropped us like maybe a 5-minute walk from the store because it just wasn't moving. The traffic wasn't moving. So I would say if you can, try to go on, if you're on the weekend, if you're there on the weekend visiting Dubai, try to go in the daytime, maybe like a little bit after they open, like before noon, because that whole area gets congested after 4 p.m. And I believe the taxis are going to try to charge you a little bit more. But for the most part, when you get there, if you do have a driver, try to arrange already your pickup, because we kind of found it a little hard to find a taxi towards the end. So that was the one thing that we were a little shocked at too. Go early, and a dedicated driver would probably be best, or somebody picking you up from the same spot that they dropped you off at a certain time. The one wonderful thing about that whole area of the perfume souk is that I saw other places and other stores that had all of the fragrances for the Middle East that I wanted to visit too, like French Avenue, the Liquid Brun that I had told you about before. They were just down the street, and we didn't get a chance to go there because we stayed so long at YUSUF Bhai. But it was okay because, like I said, I live here, and then, of course, I just found out there's also a location right down the street from me here in Abu Dhabi in the Medina Zayed shopping center. So I plan to go there now, and I'll be able to spend more time and not have to worry about trying to get back here to Abu Dhabi. But that's my video for you today, and I hope that you enjoyed it. That's on YUSUF Bhai. Of course, he wasn't there at the store, so I didn't get to take a picture with him, but that's okay. All of his wonderful workers were there, and they were able to make all the fragrances as well. And like I said, if you do get a chance to visit Dubai, take with you one of your favorite perfumes, or something that you know that you love, at least one or two of them, right? Or I would even suggest, as one of my colleagues did, who went with me there to the store, she had to buy an empty suitcase because she was going to carry that back on the plane with her with all of the wonderful perfumes that she bought while she was there. So just be on guard when you come here to Dubai. You're coming to the perfume capital of the world. So I want to thank you for staying with me until the very end, because what I wanted to share with you, and I almost forgot to tell you, was the combination that is out of this world that I kept getting compliments on at work was the Musk Al Shiokh oil mixed with imagination. Oh my goodness, folks. Musk Al Shiokh, I don't know what it is. If it's that deer musk, you put that on first. And then you put the imagination. I would just maybe use a Q-tip, maybe like a clean Q-tip, because you don't want to use your stick or your wand over the other one because it'll mix. But get a clean Q-tip and just rub that on top. Rub it here, here, and here. And then on your clothes, you are going to smell out of this world. Out of this world. So comment below if you've been to YUSUF BHAI and what was your take on the store. What did you think about it? I found it to be just a wonderful experience. I'm so glad I went. Of course, the night that I went, there was a lot of people there. More so on the perfume side, folks. Not so much on the oil side, but the perfume side. I did notice, too, that they already have perfumes that they know people like your Yves Saint Laurents, your Estee Lauders, your Hugo Bosses. They already have, you just go over and ask them. Like, I just went over and asked them, do you have Louis Vuitton Symphony? Because I know that one very well, too. And he goes, oh yeah, we have it here. And he just got the bottle, smell it, and it was spot on, folks, for Symphony by Louis Vuitton. And that's how I knew, yeah, this is pretty incredible, because if I can buy, I think those perfume bottles are 1.7 ounces, you can get them for, I want to say that they're 150 dirhams, something like that, which is like $35. So if I can get it for $35 and I pay $400, of course I'm going to buy the dupe, especially if it smells spot on. So in the meantime, I have another video for you right here, and that is going to be on Nassim, which was the store that we visited right after YUSUF BHAI. So watch that one next and leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And in the meantime, I will check you on the next video. Bye-bye.